Welcome back to the Flannel Rocket, the show with everything you need to know about Michigan startup scene. We have a ton to cover this week. Like always, we're going to dive right into it. We've got some more VCs and raises that you need to hear about. We've got some pitch competition deadlines that are coming up. Some Michigan companies that are going to be showcasing at TechCrunch Disrupt in October. More CleanTech wins for the state of Michigan. We're going to dive into Tech Week GR and some great sessions that you should be checking out in Grand Rapids next week. Is it? Yeah, like next week on Real. And then we've got a fun fact for you. Let's go. Okay, so first up, a venture capital firm based in Detroit that you should know about. They're called Ludlow Ventures, and these are my kind of investors. They invest early, they invest with insane conviction, and their goal is to build great relationships with their founders that they invest in. They invest before other people do. Super cool. I love everything that they stand for. They closed on a $50 million fifth fund earlier this summer, and take a look at the portfolio companies that they have sitting on their website. Now, Ludlow invests across the country, but they've got some great Michigan-based companies in here too. You can see StockX, Maine Mobility, Signal Advisors, and Airspace Link is on here too. And there may be some others as well. So Ludlow Ventures, great VC to know about. They want to build great relationships with their founders and just help you. Really cool. And they're based in Detroit. Next, we've got Atlas Space Operations, who just closed on a $15 million growth round. They're based in Traverse City, and they exist to help make communication with satellites easier, faster, and cheaper, which I think they're doing a good job considering they have a 100% contract renewal rate, and they're going to use the money from this round to experience a period of rapid growth. So excited for Atlas Space Operations. Honestly, excited for the whole aerospace industry in Michigan. There's so much more going on here than anybody ever knows about. You've got Cal Morris up in the UP. You've got Orbion Space Technologies in the UP. And Michigan is an incredible company for aerospace, and Atlas Space Operations and their $15 million round is a good example of what's happening in the aerospace industry here in Michigan. Next, we've got some pitch competition deadlines. So lots of stuff to know about. So Pitch Me, the $100,000 pitch competition in the mobility space. Applications are due for that on Monday, September 16th. And then we move on to the Michigan Tech Week pitch competitions with eLab having their AI Launchpad pitch competition. That's a $75,000 prize. The Michigan Outdoor Tech pitch competition is a $50,000 prize. And the Michigan Founders Fund Venture Together pitch competition is a team-based pitch competition, but it's a $120,000 equity-free prize. All of those applications are due this Sunday, September 15th. So check out Michigan Tech Week and the pitch competitions that are there. There are some student pitch competitions at Michigan Tech Week as well. So if you are a college student or you happen to know some, there's some pitch competitions that they can be checking out too. And then Andreessen Horowitz, if you're in the gaming space, Andreessen Horowitz has SPEEDRUN. They're looking to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars into many startups. The deadline for that is September 30th. I'll put links to all of this stuff in the description here, so you'll have easy links to go and apply to these things. Lots of pitch competitions coming up. Now let's talk about TechCrunch. TechCrunch Disrupt is coming up October 28th through 30th. It's in San Francisco, so most of us won't be able to go. But there will be 3 Michigan-based companies pitching at Startup Battlefield at TechCrunch. Super cool. So 200 companies from around the world will be battling it out for a $100,000 prize. It's equity-free, right? $100,000 in equity-free prize money. They'll be pitching in front of a bunch of VCs in San Francisco. Startup Battlefield is pretty cool. It has been previously won by companies like Dropbox and Trello. So there's great opportunities for good companies to go to TechCrunch, pitch at Startup Battlefield, win, and then build great companies on top of that. Now, those 3 companies from Michigan, you've got Aries Trading based out of Detroit. This is a trading application, makes it free to trade, $0 commissions, and they give you access to real-time data. So if you're interested in trading on the stock market, check out Aries Trading. And then you've got Mott, which is autonomous underwater drones that are used to help inspect water pipelines. Amazing company. I know the founder there really well, and they're based in, well, they started in East Lansing, but kind of shifting more into the Detroit space. A really cool company. And then you've got Versaware, which is building a platform in the nutrition space that using AI. So imagine you've got like an Alexa at home, but you can, instead of saying, hey, Alexa, you can say, hey, Versa. add 2 tablespoons to this recipe that I'm making. And Versa will track all of the nutrition information for you. VersaWare also has a hardware offering in a smart cutting board. And I think we're going to see a lot of appliances coming out that are integrated with what VersaWare has to offer. Okay, let's move quickly onto some clean tech wins in Michigan. So LuxWall, this is a company that I think nobody knows about, right? LuxWall is based in Ypsilanti, and they have raised like $30 or $40 million now, and they create windows, right? Windows, but they create awesome vacuum insulated windows, and they reduce building heating costs by up to 45% and cooling costs by up to 20%. Just by using vacuum insulated windows. It is awesome. In fact, if you go to their website, this is the coolest freaking thing. If you go to their website, they describe themselves as the thermos for buildings, right? It's freaking perfect. LuxWall takes a difficult to understand concept and makes it really easy by saying something simple on their website, like, we are the thermos for buildings, right? They make it so simple to say, oh yeah, cool. We're going to keep your hot, hot and your cold, cold. So good. On August 12th, LuxWall opened the world's first high-volume vacuum insulating glass production facility in Litchfield, Michigan. They have 87 people employed now. That's going to increase up to 450 with a $165 million initiative. The state of Michigan is behind this. I think the federal government, the Department of Energy is behind this. And they've got major investors like the folks at Breakthrough Energy, which is backed by Bill Gates, and Ludlow Ventures. LuxWall is an amazing company, and it's being built right here in Michigan. And then you've got UL Solutions. These folks are a global safety science company. They're headquartered actually in Illinois. That's okay, because they just opened up a $105 million battery testing lab in Auburn Hills. It's the largest investment in their company's history, and they're doing it here in Michigan. And what's also cool about UL Solutions is they have a corporate venture arm that invests in startups, and they have invested in a Michigan-based startup in SkySpecs. So thanks to the folks at UL Solutions for the focus on Michigan. Super cool. Let's keep it going. All right, let's talk Tech Week Grand Rapids. There is way too much stuff happening at Tech Week for me to be talking about. They have over 70 events. That's insane. We're not going to talk about all 70 events. I'm going to list the ones that I went through that I think are going to be really cool. I'm going to try and make it to as many of these as possible during Tech Week GR, and I hope to see you there. But you'll see, if you go on the 16th, you'll be able to see Everett Taylor. He's the CEO of Kickstarter. On the 17th, there's a really awesome student tech showcase. This is for students to see awesome tech. So if you've got some high school or college students that you know that you want to get immersed in really awesome companies that are being built on the West Side or just across Michigan, bring them there. It'd be really fun to see. There's also an HR Tech Grand Rapids session, which I will definitely be aiming to go to. Because, yeah, Grand Rapids has HR tech, right? You've got Wedge HR, you have Clara, you've got Labor. There's lots of high growth startups being built in Grand Rapids that are directly addressing HR. There's more across Michigan, of course, right? You can look at CultureBee as a really good example, but Grand Rapids seems to have a lot of HR tech going on, and they're talking about it, which is great. I love to see areas of Michigan staking a claim into the industries that they're starting to carve out. Super cool to see. There's also a really cool session called Tech Talks Health and Technology. And this has 3 high growth startup founders on the panel of Mentavi Health, Cozen, and Banff Health, which is a really cool mixture of both mental health and wellness and physical health between those 3 companies. Banff Health, we just talked about last week. I'm super excited to learn more about what they have to say about using technology to better our health. There are networking events and happy hours happening all across Grand Rapids during Tech Week GR. You should really make it a point to get to some of these things. I know there's going to be some on the 17th. I know that the folks at Better Health, I believe they're hosting a happy hour on the 16th. So check those out. Go to the schedule for Tech Week GR. Find the events that you want to go to. Register for those. A lot of these things are starting to sell out. But even if they do, maybe just ping some people. Again, folks in Michigan are really accommodating. Just poke them. It doesn't hurt to ask. In fact, you lose nothing by asking. And then last event that I'll talk about is a really cool one called Demo Day. Which is probably the event that has the most energy, because there will be 10 different companies that each win $20,000. So they're going to give out $200,000 in one event called Demo Day, which has 100 different competitors coming in from all across the state. That's going to be awesome to see. Shoot, I got to give you one more. No, I got to give you 2 more. The very next day on the 19th, there's the Grand Rapids MarTech Summit. So again, Grand Rapids coming in and saying, hey, we're talking about marketing technology. We're talking about MarTech. here in Grand Rapids. I'm super excited to see that one. I know lots of folks in MarTech in Michigan. And then Atomic Object has this ridiculously cool event. I don't think I'm going to be able to go to this one, but it's called the Pixel Playoffs. Check that one out. That one looks like a ton of fun. And then the last one I'll mention, because I know this founder really well, during Confluence Festival, Ricardo O'Neill of Kickit is going to be launching Kickit. So Kickit is launching at Tech Week GR, and it is going to be fantastic. So check it out. If you're there, this Kickit is meant for people to be able to go out and enjoy their local areas. So it's meant for you. Check it out. It's going to be a really fun event happening on the 20th. So check out Kickit, please, when you're at Tech Week GR. Okay, very last thing, we got a fun fact. We'll make it a quick fun fact because there's so much stuff that we've been talking about and we've been rapid fire this entire time. Did you know that Michigan is the home of Superman ice cream? That's right. Superman ice cream was created in Michigan. It was created in the 1920s during the Prohibition era because Stroh's, the beer company, needed something else that they could sell besides beer. And so they came out with this wonderful ice cream called Superman ice cream that has been in ice cream shops across the Midwest ever since. All right, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you out there at these events that are happening this fall. We'll catch you on the next episode of the Flannel Rocket. Don't forget to subscribe, share it with other people. If this is useful for you, tell as many folks as you can, because I'd love for more people to know about what's happening here in Michigan, because it is awesome. We'll catch you on the next episode.